Welcome back to another Star Mini Gaming YouTube video. Yes, it has been quite a long time. This is a brief channel update video that I wanted to do to kind of let everyone know, hey, I'm still out there. Paul and I still intend to do our Tactica Tuesdays and various other collaborative videos. I intend to do some more on my own as well. But as many of you know who watch Tactica Tuesdays, which is, I believe, the majority of my viewership on this channel, I took a brief hiatus once I had kid number two to kind of mentally adjust, and in terms of my schedule as well, just in everyday life, to having a second kid. I mistakenly thought for myself that the difference between 0 to 1 would be greater than the difference in having kids 1 and 2, and I was mistaken. Um, so anyways, we took about a month off for that, and right after we recorded our very first Tactic Tuesday episode and put it up, I had a complete mechanical failure of my computer. My brother-in-law, who's very, very good with technology, came over and we took a look at it. And we believed that we had diagnosed and fixed the problem, only to find that that was not perhaps the only problem. It looks like there were multiple mechanical failures all at the same time with the computer, and so it's temporarily scrapped. He's an electrician, doesn't have time to fix it right now. I am in retail and don't have a whole lot of time myself in this season. So I went out and I bought one of these laptop tablet hybrids that I'm actually recording this on right now. And it turns out that the Lollipop system that it runs on, 5.0, doesn't have compatibility with the Google Plus Hangouts kind of video chat room that we were using for Tactic Tuesdays, and I know Vince and Tom used for Warhammer Weekly and various other guys. It was compatible in the sense that I could take part in it, but I couldn't host it. And basically, due to like time constraints and just, I guess, experience using the platform and the software, Paul and I had decided that I was going to be the one hosting all this. And so basically that prevented us, and we attempted to host another one without um, my new hybrid being the host. I attempted to use an old laptop I had as kind of the hub for everything else, but that ran into a lot of other problems. So basically, we're back to square one. We are looking for a audio kind of recording software that we could basically have the equivalent of an old school phone conversation and just record the audio while we're dialoguing, because quite frankly, getting us together in one location to record the show is impossible, as Paul is in Connecticut and I am in the northwest or northeastern part of Texas. Um, so plane fare back and forth every 2 weeks would be quite expensive. So if any of y'all have experience with a good bit of software that can both host and record the conversation at the same time and is high quality, that would allow us to put it on YouTube, and perhaps also as a partnered podcast on iTunes or something like that. If you would leave that below, it would be greatly appreciated. I've been looking into a few different recommended softwares that I've heard about, but none of them seem to have the compatibility to both record and do, the hosting for free, or they're incompatible with YouTube or whatever else, like without massive editing that I currently don't have the capabilities for on this hybrid, or at least I'm not aware of that. But with all that being said, we are looking for a solution. So stay tuned. We will have Tactica Tuesdays coming back. As I said, it's going to be bi-weekly now, simply because both Paul and I are fathers, and we decided that for our families, which of course come first, that it was best for everybody. I am going to get back to doing more regular content, getting back to doing the narratives and various other shorter videos to kind of fill the gaps whenever Tactics Tuesdays isn't there, and until we can get it back up. But with that being said, thank you all all you subs who have stuck around during this dark time, so to speak, of no content being put out, no information. But with that being said, thank you again, and happy gaming.